Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am so annoyed because I filmed this whole video thinking that my mic was on and my mic actually was off. So I'm doing this voiceover and this look is all about browns and we're mixing nudes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you subscribe down below if you're not already, and let's jump right into it. So we're starting off with this Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm in the shade Chestnut. And I'm going to be taking my brush that I got from Target. This is the Sonia Kashuk brush. You guys know I love this kabuki brush and I use it all the time. So I'm just going to blend this out. And I recently started using the Too Faced again. I haven't used it since, I don't even know the last time I used it, but I figured why not? I have so many foundations that I barely use, so I said let me start utilizing all these foundations that I have. So yeah, I'm just getting to the end. I'm just making sure all of this is blended out seamlessly. And I'm really trying to focus on making sure that it just looks flawless. And still blending. And this foundation is amazing. It's full coverage, so we love that. So I'm just making sure I'm getting this off my nose. So let me adjust my seat a little bit to get more comfy. I don't even remember what I was talking about during this scene, but let's just keep moving forward. And we're just about finished now. And as you guys can see, it came out really, really good. I definitely recommend that foundation to anyone who's looking for a new foundation. And we're serving a little face right now. I feel like when you don't use something for a long time, once you use it again, it's like the first time. Okay, so now I'm just going to speed through this video for you guys, speed through this part, and I'm using that Wet n Wild foundation stick, but I use it as a contour, and that is also in the shade Chestnut as well. You can pick that up at Walgreens or CVS, your local drugstore. And I'm just going to be sculpting out my nose to make sure our nose is looking snatched. And I'm just going to blend this all out and make sure I get below my jawline because we want our face to look very snatched today. And I like to bring that contour up in my brow. That way when I do my brows, it's all connected. All right, so let's go in with some setting powder. And this is the Fit Me setting powder. I'm in the shade Medium 30. This is by Maybelline. And I like to use my beauty sponge to blend all this in. So once I put the powder on, I really start dabbing it into the skin, and I find that this just makes your makeup look so much better. And I recently started doing this and I cannot stop. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking my Eagle Tools powder brush, and this is a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend all that powder in. Now we're going to take our Fenty Beauty. This is in the Fenty bronzer, actually, shade Caramel Cutie. And I'm going to be using this as a contour as well. And this works so good. I'm sure you guys have seen my Fenty review. If you haven't, please go check that out. I give you very detailed of all the products. So yeah, let's sculpt out the nose again. So anytime I go over with liquid, I like to finish it off with a powder. So liquid contour, I also go over with the powder contour as well. All right, so we're going to be doing the brows, and I recently picked up these Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Brow Wiz, and I have the shade Ebony and Chocolate, but I'm going to be using the shade Chocolate because I really love the way it looks on the skin. And I'm also going to go in with the Wet n Wild pencil as well. And I'm going to start with the front of my brow, just drawing really fine lines, trying to make sure all of this blends out. And if you guys have not picked this up, it is definitely worth every penny. I actually got mine at Ulta. They actually had a sale going on where they were 2 for $30, which you guys know that's an amazing deal because one of them literally cost $25. So 2 for $30, I couldn't pass it up. So now we're just going to carve out the brows with that Too Faced as well on the bottom, but over the top I did use my LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Fawn. My Too Faced concealer is in the shade Warm Sand, and I'm just going to sculpt out these brows with the pencil. I mean, not a pencil, excuse me, my brush that I got from Amazon. And I'm going to be taking my Sigma E80 brush and as my spoolie, and I'm just going to blend that out as well. And I'm just going to blend this out with that buffing brush that I got at Ulta. Okay, you guys. So now we're going in with this Juvia's Place. It's called the Chocolates palette, and I absolutely love this. This is a new product as well. So I'm showing you guys all my new products that I've been using. And I don't know if I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, but I did use some of that Farsali. It's the Rose Gold Elixir 24 karat drops. And I don't know if that got cut out in the video, but yes, to set my face as a base, I used the Farsali, like I said, Rose Gold Elixir. Now I'm going to go in with this chocolate shade on my crease. And there are no shades names, but it's a chocolate one. And like I said, that is by Juvia's Place in the Chocolates palette. And I love this shade. It is the perfect brown. It's the perfect transition color. So I'm doing the same thing on this eye. And like you guys see, I'm doing a wiper motion just to build up that product. And I absolutely love the way this look turned out. All right, now let's go in with this Juvia's Place. This is the Nubian 2 palette. That is in the shade Morocco, and I'm going to be putting this all over the crease as well. And this is like a very burnt orange shade, so it's perfect with the brown. And I'm just going to be getting this saturated all over the lid and the crease. And once again, I'm still using that Sigma E40 brush, which is one of my favorites. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal True Match. This is a concealer crayon, and I'm going to be putting this all over my lid just to carve it out a little bit. We're not doing a cut crease, but we are going to make the lid very defined. So this is perfect for your lid. And I picked this up at CVS. I don't remember how much it retails for, but it's very affordable. It's a drugstore product. And I wanted to go for like a nude on the lid, so that's why I used that as a concealer. So now we're going back in with that Chocolates palettes again. We're going to go in with that nude shade, and we're going to be putting this all over the lid. And I'm going to be taking my brush that I got at BH Cosmetics. This did come in a set. It came in like a 4-pack. And I'm just finding it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to use this brush, and we're going to start dabbing right in that pan. And let's start putting this all over the lid. And as you guys can see, it still looks the same color, but it's perfect for this look. Okay, now I'm going to clean this up with some of that excess concealer that I have on my sponge. Okay, and I'm going to go back in with my Sigma brush again, and I'm just going to be blending this back out. Okay, let's go back in with that chocolate shade again. Not really chocolate, it's like a brown. It's not really chocolate, but it is a brown shade. It looks lighter on camera than it does in person. And I'm going to be taking my other BH Cosmetic brush and I'm going to be lining my waterline down here just to kind of bring the look all together. And I'm not focused on the tear ducts right now. I'm just going to be putting this all over the waterline, like I said, staying away from the tear ducts. Okay, and I'm also going to take that shade. It's a very dark brown shade. I'm going to be putting this on the tear ducts the water line as well. All right, so now we're going to go back in with that Nubian 2 palette. And I'm going to be using that same brush that I got at BH Cosmetics, the pink brush, and I'm dipping it right into this shade right there. And I will have the shade names down below, and I'm putting this gold shade all in the tear ducts. And this just brightens up your eye. Okay, so now that we're done with the eyes, I also put some lashes on off camera. I have a huge announcement coming for you guys, but yes, we did lashes off camera. And now we're going to do some blush. This is the e.l.f. blush palette, and they don't have shade names, but I'm going to be using that coral shade right there. And I'm also going to be using that peach shade as well. And I think if you're my skin tone or maybe even a little darker, the shade will be perfect for you. So I'm going to be taking my blush brush that I got from Ulta, and I'm just going to start going right over that contour. And you always want to bring your blush upwards. And I'm also going to do the apples of my cheeks, so we're going to give a little smile. And I'm going to be putting the same coral shades right on the apples of the cheeks. And I love blush. Like, I absolutely love blush. It's one of my favorite makeup products. And as you guys can see, it just makes your look so much better. Okay, let's sculpt out that nose again. Since we did all that makeup, I just want to really focus back on the nose a little bit, just because I feel like we lost a little bit of shape there. So now I took that same blush brush and I just put that all over. Okay. So we're ranting a little bit. We're talking about this gorgeous ponytail that I did. I do have a video going up, and this is another new product I've been using is the Morphe setting spray. This is the setting continuous mist, and I got this at Ulta and it retails for about $16. But when I tell you, it works so good and it smells even better. Like, you cannot go wrong. It lasts and it just makes your makeup look so much brighter. So let's spray this on. I just love the way it smells, you guys. It smells like a hairspray, but for your face. And it just really brightens up the makeup, like I said. I use this all the time, and I wish I would have got 2 bottles because it absolutely works amazing. All right, so I'm going to be taking this Juvia's Place, the Nubian 2 palette. As you guys can see, I use it all the time, and I'm going to be using this as my highlighter today. I'm going to be taking that gold shade right there, and like I said, I will have the description, in the description, all the names of what I've used. And this is a really, really pretty highlighting shade for me. Like, I just love this. One day I decided to do it and I haven't looked back ever since. So now I'm going to use my finger to focus more on what do you call that part? Your, I forgot what you call that part of your nose, the bridge of your nose. And I just like to use this fluffy brush that I got at Ulta. It's a stippling brush. And yeah, I love it. Okay, so now we're going to get into these lips. Let me wipe off whatever lip gloss I had on. And I'm going to be taking one of my favorite lip liners. This is from NYX, and I am in the shade Brown today. And I'm just going to start by carving out my lips. And I did go underneath my lip just a little bit because we want it to be a really pouty lip this time. So this brown is perfect to use before you do any kind of nude lips. Okay, and now that we have the liner on, we're going to go in with some of this NYX. This is a intense gloss, and I'm in the shade Peanut Brittle. I'm using the shade Peanut Brittle, and it's like a really nice nude color. And I'm just going to start by putting this all over the bottom lip. And you could stop here if you really just wanted that, just look, but I'm going to take it up a notch. And I'm going to be going in with some high gloss. I'm going to be using this Milani. It's a plumping lip gloss. I'm in the shade Nude Shimmer. I don't know why I keep saying I'm in the shade. I'm using the shade Nude Shimmer, and I did purchase this at Walgreens. And this gloss is amazing. It's thick and it stays on for a long time, so we love that. And I'm just going to start cleaning that up just a little bit. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe down below. And thank you for watching, you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. And hit the notification bell as well. And yeah, thank you.